You know, Mika, there's such a tragedy where you have Donald Trump lying about people who are private citizens. In this case, two private citizens who only wanted to serve their country in a pandemic and help the democratic process work. I know when I was involved in politics, I had such great respect for Democrats and Republicans who would dedicate their time to going out and doing exactly what Shay did and what her mother did. And it is heartbreaking. And the thing is, as we described earlier, you know, public figures, they understand that it's part of it. The Arizona speaker, it wasn't easy for him. It wasn't easy for his dying daughter. He did understand, though he was a public figure, even with those threats of violence, didn't make it any less frightening. But he was in the public arena. You could say the same thing about the Georgia Secretary of State. And, you know, in my case personally, of course, when Donald Trump attacked me and accused me of murder, I'm a public figure. Yeah, it caused obviously some security challenges for us, but for the woman's family that was involved in that lie, it shattered them. It has continued to shatter them as these lies continue to spread. And so you look in this case, you look at a private citizen who's not used to the spotlight, who only wanted to help her country out, and having her life shattered and being lied about constantly, not only by Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani, but millions of other people who were spreading that deceitful, hateful lie. This is on email, on Facebook, on text, on Twitter. It is contemptible, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
And this is the story of quote, Trump, the grifter, the thief, the corrupt to the core. This is the kind of person who has a cruelty and a callousness that has people like those who followed his cult-like personality or cult and ran to the Capitol with weapons, anything, twist ties, a noose, all in the name of Trump. And you know what? They're going to jail. Trump's at Mar-a-Lago. And then citizens, some who even supported Trump, or local politicians, those who even supported Trump, they're getting harassed. Listen to Shay and her story. She's just a citizen who is trying to help with local elections, and her life has been ruined. Shay's mother, Ruby, was also targeted, including by Trump himself.
We had at least 18,000, that's on tape. We had them counted very painstakingly, 18,000 voters having to do with Ruby Freeman. She's a vote scammer, a professional vote scammer and hustler.
And Ruby talked to the committee in a pre-recorded interview about the impact the attacks have had on her life.
There is nowhere I feel safe. Nowhere. Do you know how it feels to have the President of the United States to target you? The President of the United States is supposed to represent every American, not to target one. But he targeted me, Lady Ruby, a small business owner, a mother, a proud American citizen who stand up to help Fulton County run an election in the middle of the pandemic.